yesterday, I'll wait for everyone to come around. Yesterday we covered one way to sell. Yeah? That method which is covered to sell is a one size fits all. You can do that with any client, anytime, always. Yeah? There's more difficult ways of selling, right? Which we'll go into a different another time. But this one is easiest way of selling, and one size fits all. It will work with everybody every single time. Right? Now I want to move on to something else, because there's one other piece to this puzzle, right? And I think this is the best sales. The best sales I ever made. Somebody asked me yesterday, the best sales I ever made was just on email. No telephone contact with the client, no meetings, purely email, right? And it's so beautiful because you can be so thorough in the way you're giving your answers and the way you're covering off your points and his objections, right? And the client will only email you back with his objections. That's what he does. He emails you back with his questions. His questions are his objections. The art of selling in writing. Now the most important thing in this whole sentence is what? Brother.
Selling.
Yes, selling. Writing an email. You're not just writing somebody an email, you're selling to that person, right? That is what your email is doing. Where you need to get on in email, right? The first step is, let's go back to our green, sorry. The first step is, we need to get them engaged. Yeah? Yep. Engagement. And this first step is the most important part. If you get the person to engage with you step one, then from there on, 80% will reply to you. But that means he replies to your first email. 80% after that will stay in your replying to you, right? So step one, engagement, right? How do we get them to engage with the email? How often do you get a reply to an email?
I'd say 20%.
20%? That's high.
Yeah, I'd say 20%.
You get 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Show me one of your emails. How often do you get a reply? Nah, doesn't happen. That's 99%, that's how it is. Can you show me your first email? Okay, first of all, let's focus on the subject line, right? You have a quick look through your email. Okay, so let's look at your subject line. CPIC, China Pac Gulf States, Heartland, Gwadar, CPIC, right? CPIC is there twice. Now, when anybody's looking at their email, right, typically no one's got loads of time on their hands where they've got all the free time in the world, just sit and look through emails, and they're not going to check each and every one. They decide which ones they're going to read, which ones they're not going to read. Correct? Is that what all of you guys do?
Yep.
Yeah? You decide what's important and what's not. The ones that, some of them you'll just literally open and close, just so they get unread, and some of them you click delete, right? That title is a prime suspect for deletion or first close and open. Not your fault. I'll explain to you why, right? When I see this in my inbox, I just think, he's trying to sell me something, right? What I would reposition this subject line as is something that either ask him a question, something that's engaging, something that stands out a little bit, right? So what I would first of all do is, what's this guy's name, Said, yeah? I would put subject. I'll give you a few examples, right? Can we move your computer here so that we can get a clear view of this board? Hi Said, yeah. Important info as requested. Just human psychology, important info. And it's his name. That's straight away standing out to the guy. When you're selling to somebody, what did we always say? People like to talk about themselves. Yeah? We talk to people not about what we want, but what they want. Yeah? That is what your subject line should also be. Yeah? Hi Saeed, it's all about him. Important info, you request, not even as requested. You requested. Important info you requested. Yeah? Let's try another one. And let's do a question this time that makes him interested. Yeah? Can you really make 200% ROI? Yeah? Just giving you guys some examples. Short, punchy, interesting, intriguing. Because that is the most important part of your email. Because that determines whether he opens it or he doesn't open it. Or he reads it or he doesn't read it. Not even open or not. That's determining whether he's reading it or not reading it. Right? So, his name is a nice touch. It stands out to him all of a sudden because his name's in there. Right? And then putting something which interests him, a question, something that stands out. Because all of a sudden now he's reading it, your chance of getting a response have increased by 100%. Because now he wasn't going to be there, now he's there. Let's go into the body of the email. Hi Saeed.
It was a pleasure.
Something else that relates is individual to him. Because what's one more thing we all look out for when we're reading an email?
Personal.
Is it for me or is it just fucking copy pasting me some shit?
Right, exactly.
Yeah? Because if you copy paste me some shit, I'm not interested anymore. I want something that you have created for me, for my needs and my requirements, and that's what I'm going to engage with. Yeah? So, email has got to be, most important thing, personal. And you can see this throughout. In the subject line, yeah? Everything is about personal. Even this part over here, you, according to your question, can write the subject line. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So according to your conversation, you are having a conversation around about how Gawada could be the next Dubai, and you're going to use this subject. You were in the conversation, you mentioned about how we can make a really high return on investment, and that's what seemed to tick his button. Use that one. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's all about personal. So you're talking to a person. You're not writing a letter. You're talking to a person. That's where you got to think. You're selling in this email. So, hi Saeed, great talking to you earlier. As discussed, right? We'll do a proper sample email on this later. As discussed, our project, China Park Golf Estates, is the first GDA approved golf community in Gawada with a gross development value of $265 million. Full stop. Next paragraph. One sentence, that's it. Next paragraph. Now, this is where you got to get personal. So you got to think about zoom to the beginning. Yeah? Understanding your client, what's his objections. Now let's assume his objections were. Can you put it on silent, please?
Oh, it's most.
Let's assume his objections were that hasn't seen Gawada. He wants to go see it himself, yeah? Okay, great. Great talking to you earlier. As mentioned, this is what our project's about. You mentioned to me on the call that you hadn't seen Gawada, so I chose this video especially for you that shows what is happening in Gawada, and will give you a great overview without having been there. Full stop. This is actually one of my favorite. Come down again, another line, another space. Notice that everything I'm saying to you is I'm talking about doing a line and a space. Yeah. So it's break down, it's easily readable.
New
right?
paragraph. New
paragraph, right? So it's easy readable. This one is one of my personal favorites. Exclamation mark. Yeah? Now, this is, you actually have to put the thought into this, right? It's not a robotic job of copy and paste, because every person is different and you've got to treat them like that. You know, going back to your client, he's spending hundreds of thousands of dollars with you. How would you want to be treated? How much effort would you like the guy to put in before you give him that kind of money? You know? Right. Yeah? So put that effort in that you'd want, right? Then take one of the videos and place it in the email, yeah? With a nice play button on there, okay? Move a line down. You've put the video, clean line again, now another part. So, as discussed in our email, we currently have these type of plots available from this kind of price. Please let me know if this will be of interest to you, and I can send you availability, right? I've attached our brochure with this email. Please let me know if this is of interest to you. I can send you a price. I can send you a prices and availability. Plots do move quite fast, so you know, something along those lines. That's it. That's it. You're done. right? What you've done is you've put a nice email that he's going to read, he's going to open likely. You've got a nice. You guys use obviously all the Salesforce, etc., right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know when someone's opened your email,
Yeah, we can see the Salesforce inbox.
and so you can see when they've opened your email.
Yeah.
Can you see what they engage with on your email?
Yes.
They can see the link they clicked too.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I want. Now let's talk about a client where you send him the email, you've waited 48 hours, which is what you should do, by the way, right? Wait 48 hours. If you send him an email today, don't call him tomorrow, call him the day after. You send an email at 1 p.m. today, you call him 1 p.m. on Thursday, right? And you've got to have that data to hand, right? Hi, sir. Hi,
Saeed.
Hi, Saeed. Hi, Saeed. I noticed that you opened my email and you watched the video I sent you. Did you enjoy that? What I really liked about the video was 1, 2, 3. Be direct. Who the fuck? Say it to him. Yeah?
Yeah, I got it.
You get me? But now let's assume you're not going on the phone, you're writing an email. Okay? So in reply to that email 48 hours later, that's exactly what you write to him. As you would on the phone. That's why I explained the phone to you. You say, hi Saeed, hope you're well. I noticed that you watched the video, da da da. What did you think of it? Please let me know if you're interested in moving forward and I can send you some price availability, or maybe we can schedule a call to discuss further, question mark. Leave it again. Ball back in his court. Yeah?
Yep.
So every time you're closing your communication, you're leaving it with that question mark on the end. You're putting the ball in his court. Because if you just sent me an email and you haven't told me what you want me to do, why are you expecting me to react to it? You get what I mean?
Of course.
Unless you ask me that question, I may not react to it. I may like, okay, great, thank you very much for that information. Great transaction. You know? So you've got to ask every email. Should we ending with that? Question, shall I call you? Do you want more information? Does I need availability? Da da da. Yeah? Honestly, that's really it. It's really as simple as that. You've got to think about, take a seat.
Sure.
You've got to think about what you're selling the person. You're not selling like pieces of fruit, or you're not selling sneakers or t-shirts or tops. You're talking about investments about hundreds of thousands of dollars. You've got to put the time and effort in that somebody would expect, that you would expect if someone was if you were buying that amount of money with somebody else. If you were investing that money with somebody else, what would you expect? The least thing I would expect him to fucking point out the fucking plot to me. Okay? So then the final email, you put together a comprehensive proposal for the client. Thank you very much, sir. So what I've done is I didn't want to confuse you with just sending you random prices and availability. I've given you 1, 2, 3 options in plots, right? This is where they are. This is what the prices are, right? To book them, what I would need from you is explain to him what the next step, put in black, bold, next steps. To book these units, what I would need from you is a non-refundable deposit of X amount per unit. We can charge this on your credit card. I would also need a DocuSign form populated and returned, which would book the units for you, right? Last line, please note, prices are subject to availability. Our availability changes on an hourly basis, right? I have blocked these for you for a period of 12 hours. This is the maximum I can do as a salesperson because I know these are the best plots and these are what I've got available, right? And I want you to get these best plots. I blocked these best plots for you for 12 hours. So we have that 12 hours to turn it around. Hopefully we can do it sooner. If you can please let me know if you'd like to move forward, and I can send you the DocuSign forms and a link to make your credit card payment, right? Send it, ball's back in his court. He replies to you 3 hours later, yes, sure, Adam, I'll move forward with that. I'll take plot numbers. Please send me the DocuSign form. Bang. And the link to payment. Then you send him this. Dear sir, thank you very much. Here's a DocuSign link. Yeah. Here's the DocuSign form attached, or DocuSign link, and here's the payment link. You can make the payment first, and please subsequently do the DocuSign and send it back to me. Once I've received the DocuSign, completed DocuSign, and the reservation fees notification, the plots will be fully booked for you against your name. Pleasure doing business with you, sir, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye. Done. It's really easy.
And at no point you pick up the phone.
Nah.
There's no phone.
Don't. Why?
Never.
No. Why do we need to?
Just wait.
Just wait. I mean, you know, if you waited like 3 days, and you know you're like he hasn't replied yet, right? Let's say you sent me an email Thursday, right? And it's come to Monday, he hasn't replied. I won't call him on Monday because I'm like, okay, weekend he was busy. Friday evening probably just finishing all work and everything. I'll give him Tuesday. If he hasn't answered on Tuesday, I'll call him Wednesday.
Would you use WhatsApp a lot to sell this too, or no?
Sorry?
WhatsApp and like text message, sales tactics and stuff?
See, now that's the innovation. When I used to sell,
Mhm.
we didn't have WhatsApp. But it's a beautiful tool,
Yeah.
right?
You can see when people are online.
I think that's more of like an update thing rather than a selling thing.
Like construction updates, maybe.
Like you can just forward them and let them know of all the updates that are happening. Yes, if they might be interested, they will. Because there are times when I have sent these clients so much information. Now it's like 2 weeks later, I'm talking to them over the phone. They're like, yeah, I did open it, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, but that's why you got to keep it concise,
Yeah.
and you got to make sure they're engaged enough for you to give that information that you want to give them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no point in blasting them with information
Right.
when they're not ready for it yet. Do you get me?
Of course.
If they're not ready for that information, then you're jumping the gun by giving them too much.
Mhm.
Yeah, bite sizer. Let them ask for it, give them a bit. Let them ask for it, give them a bit. Let them ask for it, give them a bit more. You know. WhatsApp now, you know, it really depends on how you're proposing to use WhatsApp.
Mhm.
You know, how do you use it?
Just saying, checking in on them to see if they've read my material that I sent over to them. You know, or sending them construction updates, payment plans, the stuff that we get from the marketing team.
You can do that as a supplement, yes.
Yeah.
As a supplement, what I would do is, if we're talking about this particular situation where you're in this email situation with the client, yeah, and you've got to think about the timing of everything, right? Again, think about it. Like I was having this conversation after you left, I think, with the guys. You'd gone out, and like you just got to think about it like it's a girl,
Mm.
you know. You're dating this girl. You're going out with her on a date, right? What do you don't like after you finish your date? You don't like leave. She goes in her car. You go in yours. And you fucking text her straight away, do you? It's a bit weird, isn't it? That is.
Yeah.
You're a bit over keen, don't you? Yeah, and nobody likes somebody who's over keen.
Yeah.
That's what you can't do. You don't want to be over keen because that means no one wants your product. Yeah? You're a busy guy, which you are. You're a busy guy, so make sure you play it that way. So, again, if you sent an email on a Thursday, right, and he hasn't replied to it by Tuesday, then instead of calling him on Tuesday, maybe I'd drop him a nice little reminder on WhatsApp, yeah, with some pictures or something exciting. Don't just, hey, have you read my email? Something that engages him. Send him some construction pictures. Hey, Saeed, I know you've probably been busy over the weekend. Just got these latest construction pictures in from Gwadar. Thought I'd share them with you. Check them out. Send him 6 pictures.
Mm.
You can do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah? You gotta play the game. You gotta always make sure you're in control. That's the main thing. Always be in control. Whether it's email, whether it's telephone, whether it's WhatsApp, you gotta be in control. Think about it like it's a girl, right? That's the way to think about it. Yeah? If you like this girl, right, and you wanna get with her, right? You wanna marry her, you wanna make your girlfriend, whatever it is, how would you deal with that situation? As soon as you get desperate, you know she's out the window, don't you? Yeah? No?
For sure.
As soon as she finds out you're dying for it, what's gonna happen?
Don't run the other way.
Yeah, she's running, and then you're running after her. That's the worst position to be in. Yeah? And then she's telling all her friends about you, about how you're a sleaze. And you're like, I just love you. Put an incentive on today, and there's a storm over here, so not much going on in New York. So we said anybody who makes a sale today, the first person to make sales gets $500 cash. And we've got one guy right now, who apparently, rumor has it, is selling the first plot for the day.
He's got
So
it.
let's see. Has he got it?
New York. 104. All right, great. So I'll go ahead and run the card. for $1,000. After that, I'm gonna do the documents, all of the DocuSign for the plot, and then I'll go ahead and forward that to you with your email, as well as a receipt.
This guy's saying he's got 15 minutes until he finishes the formalities. So he's saying he's going to try and do something in 15 minutes. He thinks he's got someone ready to go now.
Yes.
And that guy's already on the phone.
It's not over.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that is fine too.
Don't count anybody out.
Don't count anybody out yet.
Right. Right.
You guys think they got 15 minutes to kill your deal?
We're about to kill that nigga real quick.
Right.
Whatever you think
You're not.
Exactly.
I'll take a risk on this guy, bro. He's solid.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's good for it. I'll put my commissions on the line.
30K deal. Not bad.
It's not done until you sign on the dotted line.
Are you giving up?
No, absolutely. He said, "Are you?" Absolutely not.
He does.
I just want to calm him down for a second.
I'm gonna get somebody else.
This guy here, secure trading.
You sure you know how to do it right? You need more help?
Do you guys get $1,000? That's it.
Oh, you gotta take 1,000 GBP off this guy. He's British.
He didn't care. He would have done 1,000 GBP too.
But you're taking dollars, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Storm. The Adam Morsi.
Adam Morsi's selling the
Closing them
storm.
deals. He's closing them deals.
It's gonna be nice and sunny.
He's going.
Right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
snake.
There you go.
Authorized.
Yeah. Z.
There you go.
Pleasure doing business with you, buddy.
There you go. Congratulations.
One. 2,
Oh man.
3, 4,
There you go.
5 big ones.
Dude, thanks a lot, bro. Next time I'll take the rollie though.
So I actually started my career on Wall Street. I've been doing wealth management for the last 8 years, stocks, bonds, options, and I came into CPIC beginning of October of last year. It was an opportunity I believed in, and just looking at the numbers as a financial guy, it really stood out to me, and I believe I was extremely fortunate to come in at the time that I did. Zeeshaan had an offer where he made a competition for us to win $500. We were given the task to close one account or get one new sale before the end of the day. So it was a lot of pressure to deal with, but focus, determination, perseverance, and all that combined helped me get that $500 and push it.